it's Don Kennedy with ProMaster Home Repair and Handyman of Cincinnati. You're going to kind of enjoy today's video because something funny happened last week that I wanted to share with all of you at home. I recently brought an office intern from UC in named Mark. Say hi to all the folks there, Mark.
Hi, folks.
He's been doing a lot of great work for us, helping make these videos for you at home. But I had to run out to do some errands one day, and we needed to get this TV hung on the wall, and so I left some tools behind, a kit, and some instruction. I said, hey, Mark, would you mind hanging the TV on the wall? He said, no sweat, boss. So I come back a few hours later, I walk in, and sure enough, the first thing that I noticed, is the TV kind of canted on the wall. It's not level. And so, we kind of get a chuckle out of it. And I thought, well, this is great because, a lot of folks at home have that same frustration, trying to hang pictures on the wall, getting them level and oriented on the wall just right. And I thought this would be a great opportunity for, maybe to share some of your pain and embarrassment to help the folks at home. So what happened with the TV here, Mark?
Well, I've never hung anything in my life other than a few posters and a calendar. And I've never used a stud finder or a level. So I didn't realize that if the level's just a little bit off, that you can't really tell up close, but when you step away, it makes a huge difference. And then I figured the boss didn't want me drilling a bunch of holes in the wall, so I just left it as it is.
Okay, well, don't feel bad. This is not unusual. And if you struggle with this at home sometimes, hanging pictures or getting TVs level, don't feel bad. It's not unusual at all. But thankfully, this video is going to be about how to hang pictures on the wall, conducted by one of our master craftsmen, Garrett Zimmerman, who recently taught a class on the subject. Garrett?
The first thing you're going to need for this task is a stud finder. Although you don't always need a stud, which we'll get to in a bit, it is recommended, especially for those heavier items. You're going to want to make sure you get a semi-high quality stud finder, otherwise you may end up putting misguided holes in your wall. To find a stud, simply hold the button and press firmly against the wall while scanning, and wait until the finder beeps. A stud finder laser level combination will make this job much easier. You can pick one up at any hardware store for about $30 to $50, and they are extremely easy to use and make hanging jobs almost foolproof. Now, you don't always have to use a stud if one isn't located in an ideal spot. If you can't use a stud for your hanging, make sure to use quality wall anchors, preferably rated to hold at least 50 pounds. Some of those cheap vinyl ones will strip and fall out, which can cause a disaster, especially if you're attempting to hold a TV. After installing the anchor or locating the stud, simply use a drill or screwdriver to insert the screw. Note, however, most wall anchors are made for drywall and will not work on plaster, so consult a professional if you have any questions. If you are using wall anchors, I would suggest visiting the link in our blog for a quick 3-part tutorial on the different types of anchors and how to use them. Once you drill the screw into the stud or anchor, the job is easy. Just hang your picture or mirror and you're good to go. If you're hanging a TV, it'll be a little more involved, but the manual that comes with the mount will do just fine to get you through. This is a pretty simple task that most of you can complete yourself, but if you need any help, we'll be here at ProMaster of Cincinnati. Give us a call at 513-724-0539 or visit us on the web at mastermylist.com, and as always, we'd love to be your friend on Facebook, keyword ProMaster Craftsman.